Hello, and it's Thursday, June the 6th, for the first time, probably. I did get the big Cheez-It items from Taco Bell, and I did a taste test video on them. Gave them a try, but I gotta edit that one first. And I thought I should probably do today's question before I, So, how about we do that? Yeah. Working for the city was getting trash and doing weed eating around the pickleball court in the surrounding area, because big grand opening of the pickleball court is Saturday. A big unveiling. Well, it's not unveiled. I mean, it's open. People have been using it. There was people up there today, so they brought I think the kids from the summer camp were there playing. I was like, well, I mean, luckily I had already, weed-eated around it. But, so yes, there's a big push to, get the area looking really good, looking nice for the big grand opening. So it sounds like tomorrow, because there wasn't much trash to begin with anyway. But he was saying, before we do anything tomorrow, get that all done. Get it all done before anybody does anything else, apparently. So yeah, there's that. As for the question, do you think everything happens for a reason? I don't know if everything happens for a... Well, I mean, probably. Everything happens for a reason. And that reason is you're fucking stupid. I mean, that can be a reason. I mean, everything has... every action has a reaction. I mean, I don't know if everything really has a reason behind it, but I mean, lessons can be learned from that lesson. Like, like people who, that's speaking of the pickleball court. That guy, his son died. I can't remember exactly. I don't really know the story. I know that, his son died somehow. I don't know if it was... There was a guy who ran some of the bars here many years ago, and he actually got shot and killed. So I don't know if it was the guy who owned... I know Bodie's was one of the bars downtown, but anyway, this guy has... I guess his son enjoyed pickleball, I guess. I actually don't know the story, so I might be telling it incorrectly or whatever, but he's doing this... he goes and he sets up these pickleball courts in his son's honor, So, I mean, even if something doesn't happen for a reason, I guess a reason can come out of it, or, you hear about all the time, these, kids who die a tragic death, like a drunk driver or something, and then wasn't that how the lady started MAD, Mothers Against Drunk Driving, So I mean, even in tragedy, even when something bad happens, and people are like, I mean, I guess if you're looking at it from a spiritual perspective, it's like, how could a God do this? How could a God be so cruel? And there's supposed to be a reasoning behind it, I guess, But it's like, they can turn something that's, very tragic, very negative into something very positive and help a lot of people. For whatever reason it happened, I don't know, sometimes, you just hear about the weirdest coincidences, and it's like, if somebody had, left 5 minutes sooner, they would have been in a big car accident or something, a mom and I had that happen once. I can't remember exactly where it was, but it's like, if we had left a minute sooner, we could have been in, we came up behind a big car accident, and it's like, we could have been in whatever happened, Actually, I think that might have been with that truck and the last trip that we took, maybe, where the field was on fire. And we were wondering if maybe the truck was because it was jackknifed in the middle of the road, And it apparently, just happened before we got there. So it's kind of one of those things, if we'd been, a minute sooner, who knows what could have happened, you know. But there again, I mean, maybe we weren't a minute sooner for whatever the universe's reason was. I don't know. I kind of feel like this question ties into religion a lot, and we've talked about religion in a couple of these questions. I think and it's kind of like I've said. I don't have all the answers, and I'm not going to walk around acting like I do, because I don't. None of us do. We have thoughts, we have opinions, we have, I mean, there's a book, or maybe two, and people have, or, I mean, more than that, because I was thinking of the Bible and, like, the Book of Mormon or whatever, but it's like, I mean, there's the Quran, there's a whole bunch of different books, and, I mean, people have read the same story a lot of different ways, you know what I mean, and interpreted them many different ways. That's how we have so many religions and how it's all split and whatever and yada yada yada. You know, that's what I'm saying. Is like, I mean, I feel like this question is highly tied to can be highly tied to religion if religion, is a thing. You know, and it's like I mean, I can see where possible the universe, like, everybody, what do they call it? Like, you have like, your life is fated to, like, to go a certain way. And it's like, I guess, that's what the Final Destination movies were all about. It's like, uh, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Skipping your fate. Or cheating fate, I mean, that movie makes you think sometimes. It's like, what if I walk down a different street than I walked down? Did I just, save my own life? Did I cheat death? Did I cheat fate? Did I, is it going to come back at me 20 times over? But who knows? Who knows? So I don't really know. I mean, I can see where, some things, it's like, some things are just, like, so coincidental. It's like, it makes you, like, you have to believe, and, like, that was fated to happen. It was just, there was some kind of plan. The universe had an idea, and it's like, okay, well, this is going to happen exactly this way at this time, because it's just, but I don't know, maybe it's all a big, ridiculous coincidence. Who knows? I don't. I've made that clear. And I'm blinking over there, so I have no taping time left anyway, and I have the rest of a crunch wrap to eat. So I'm going to do that, upload this, edit the other one, and I'll see you for what I see you.